Hello, Assalamualaikum, and a very good evening to Dr. Abbas and my fellow friends and also group mates, especially to those who are watching our slide. So, today, my group will be talking about comprehension skills. My group consists of six members, including myself, Nur Sabrina binti Jamluddin. Second one is Nur Misha Umaira, Zong Wei Ping, Chen Tianxin, and Hayu Sumino, and also Sayaha. Okay, so next I will be talking about my part, which is schemata or known as schema. So what is schemata? What is schema? I will be having a short brief of schemata. Basically, schemata is mostly about a short story or a novel, which usually is in both schools and universities. The simple word for schemata is basically just scheming a text, scheming a short story, and the readers are able to understand a written text when it is something they have read or experienced before. Basically, when you read it, you could imagine it, since it's also something you've experienced or haven't experienced before. So it's basically just scheming. So I will be presenting on my part now, which is providing an overview for schemata. So the first point is activating prior knowledge. So the overview here is activating prior knowledge involves tapping into readers' existing knowledge, which is schemata, before engaging with the text. Somehow, readers make connections between what they already know and the new information in the text. So the second part of schemata in the group of overview is making connections. So the overview here is this strategy emphasizes building connections between the text and the reader's existing schemata. It involves three main types of connections, which is text to self, which relates the content to personal experiences. Secondly is text to text, which connects idea from one text to another. And last is the text to world, which is it relates the content to broader global knowledge or current events.
Next, I'm going to talk about their importance in effective reading comprehension. First of all, schemata play a critical role in effective reading comprehension because they help readers organize and interpret information based on their existing knowledge and experiences. So, one of the importance of schemata is it helps reader connect new information with prior knowledge to process information efficiently. Then, it allows readers to predict meaning and infer new information based on existing knowledge. And also, readers can predict what may come next in the text. These benefits lead to improved reading speed and enhanced reading comprehension. So, these are examples of schemata. About example 1, the word dark figure reminds readers like mystery, danger, the unknown. For example, the concept of wizards in Harry Potter would also be difficult to understand without that existing knowledge. So this is a reason why schemata is important for reading comprehension.
I'm Dr. Abbas. Assalamualaikum. My name is Zumi Bin. Today I will make presentation about what is metacognitive struggle. It means think about how you learn and find ways to improve when you're reading. This important of metacognitive struggle. The first is help you solve problems faster when you're reading. Second is make learn easy and clear when you read.
Hi and Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Nur Misha Umairah binti Hassan and please call me Misha. So in my slide, I'm going to explain about the application of metacognitive strategies. So in our previous slides, we have explained about what is metacognitive strategies. So in my opinion, it's about thinking about one's thinking, and that is actually planning and then improving. So, in my slides, I'm going to explain what I have come up with. So the solution that I have come up with is that so in the green one, in the picture in the middle, is that first one is planning. So when you are planning, we plan ahead what we are going to do and how should we do it. And then next is monitoring. So monitoring is that after you have planned, you have to act on it, right? And then you have monitor the results. So is the results achievable or is it according to what you are expecting? Yeah. And then you're going to evaluate it. So in evaluation process, evaluate the results and see if you can improve what you have done. And then you can also ask yourself if you have tried any other ways or any other methods that can make you achieve your results in a better standard. So let's move on to the examples that I have come up with, and that is cooking. The first one is cooking. So in my opinion, in cooking, first we have to plan ahead, right? What we are going to cook today. And then we have to prepare the ingredients. So we should prepare maybe vegetables, we should prepare chicken, fish, everything, the spices, right? And then we're going to act on it. So cook, just cook everything that you have planned. And then we're going to monitor. So in monitoring process, you're going to see the results. So you taste. In this case, you taste and see if it's if the result is according to what you're expecting. If it is tasty, if it's delicious, right? And then and then you go to evaluate. When you're evaluating, you see if you can make it more tasty, if you can make it more appetizing. So maybe you can try other methods. Maybe you can add a little more spice, a little more salt, right, to make it more delicious. And then we move on to another examples, which is setting goals. So when you're setting goals, you need to plan first what your goals are going to be or your objective, right? So and then you act on it. So maybe you can work on one by one your goals, and then you monitor. So and then you ask yourself, are your goals achievable? Or have you um, and are you going to how are you going to achieve it, right? Or have you achieved it? And then you go to evaluation process. You're going doing the same thing like cookie earlier. You ask yourself again, are you doing the right thing? Are you doing according to your standard? Or have you tried any other methods for you to achieve your goal in a better standards? So like you ask yourself, have you tried A? Have you tried B? Have you tried C? You tried different methods, different technique to achieve your goals in the end. So I hope you guys can understand metacognitive strategies better, and it's actually a strategies that you are doing every day. It's happening in your daily life. So I hope you can understand it better right now. Okay, bye. That's all from me.
Hello guys, my name is Chen Tian Xing. Today I'm gonna share about the interpreting test. Well, I know a lot of students they might be scary to reading, and especially when we're doing assignment. Before we need to read a lot of papers, and I know it is very difficult and it is very long. First, let me introduce what is interpreting test. Interpreting text means finding the meaning of what we read. It includes look at the main ideas, understanding why the writer wrote it, and connect it to things we already know. For now, you might be curious why interpreting is so important in our reading. Well, interpreting tests help us understanding the deeper meaning of what we read. It also makes us think more about the ideas but they relate to our lives. Certainly, how to use interpreting tests. Well, interpreting tests, when you read a story or poem, look for keywords and phrases. Ask yourself questions like, why does this mean? Or why did the writer say this? For example, in the poem about seasons, the phrases falling leaves might mean change. I think this part is very important because just before I say we will write assignment before I we need to read a lot of papers. It is very long, right? And if you read all things and understand the all words, it is very waste of time and might you might be don't remember that. So that's why just step by step and find the keyword then separate the part, it is very easy for us.
Hello, my name is Hayasmino. I will explain the examples to applying the interpreting text. Here is two example sentences generated by ChatGPT. First sentence is Lila's garden was dry and her flowers were wilting under the scorching sun. She carried buckets of water every day, even though it was tiring. Slowly the flowers began to bloom again, their vibrant colors returning. Lila smiled, knowing her hard work had served her beloved garden. When using the interpreting text, it is important to ask questions to get the better understanding and to capture the key points. So, in this sentence, I ask questions such as why were Lila's flowers wilting? What does Lila's effort showing? And why Lila smiled? I interpreted from the sentence that the lack of the reason flowers were wilting is because of the scorching sun and lack of water. And Lila's effort shows that she is patient and hardworking, and also caring about her garden. And Lila's smile, expressing her satisfaction for her effort and the result of it. Through this interpreting, I can tell the main point and the writer's purpose is importance of consistent effort. Moving on to the second example, Sam found an injured bird near his window one rainy morning. He gently took it inside, built a small nest, and fed it every day. Over time, the bird healed and grew strong enough to fly again. Sam opened the window, watching with joy as the bird soared into the sky. This time I asked the questions such as what did Sam do for the bird? What does Sam's behavior showing? Why Sam was happy to see the bird flying again? And the answer of the first question is he took the bird inside and take care for it. Sam's behavior reveals that he is gentle and supportive, and Sam's feeling reflecting the delight of the success of his support. I interpreted the main reason of this story as the value of helping others in need.